Hello, class. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
How is everybody?
We are doing good.
We are
Thank
doing
God.
well, sir.
Sorry for
It was, sir.
the late start and the early start of your normal schedule. Uh, the class has been changed with Dr. Patrick. I'm sure yesterday you met him. We should have had this yesterday, but circumstance beyond control. So we have to do some swapping of the time. So looking at the time, 1:30 to this personally to may not be convenient, but we have to try and adjust. It's the reason why I decided for us to bring it a bit earlier than the normal time. But unfortunately, today our service program delayed. So kindly forgive me for the late start of the rescheduled class. I hope apologies are accepted in a good faith.
Apology granted.
Okay, and also let me take this opportunity to welcome you back to school. Some of you have spent about 3 to 4 months at home, making a lot of monies and then enjoying with your families and starting new business and then continuing old businesses. In all that, God has been faithful to us. Those who also continue in school has finished another session and we are all together here. And I'm glad to have a combined class like this. And I hope you are also happy to come together as first and second cohort to form a good start of a new academic year. So on this note, on behalf of the ICD, my own behalf, I welcome all of you back to another session of our studies time. Pray that the Lord himself will see you through another milestone that is ahead of you. So congratulations to all of you who have made it to this time. And let me officially welcome you once again for this session. And it's good to see you and to have you here. And I'm sure you are also glad for us to meet again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So cohort 1 and 2. Angela, how are you? Where is Justice? Is he around?
Yes, sir. Please, I'm here.
Okay, great to have you here. And then, why is Theodora? She also here? And then those that I know, David, as for you, I know you are inevitable. Sometimes you don't even check your messages before you keep on sending me another message. I pray this year there will be a change in that. Dave, everything fine?
Yes, but everything is fine.
Thank God. Are you sure the C++ outline is still on the LMS page?
So now, so now you've taken it off.
Then you are not current. Have you seen the rest of the materials?
Yeah, the one you share with me, and everything has been uploaded over there.
Okay, great. I was teaching someone how to populate the elements, so I used that one as a demonstration for the person to learn how to do it for you. So it was all said and done for your good, because of you have to stay all night and do that before meeting you today. All right, so there's one more person I want to acknowledge. Those who have been very vocal. It's good. It's good to go. Where is he? Is he around? Good to go. Is it Michael Odro?
Yes, sir. So
No, it's Bedu. We're good. We're good. He's not
Everything
here.
fine? Okay, good to have you here. So for this semester, I'll be taking you through the data communications. And it is one of the courses that I believe you enjoy it. Have you read the intro at the LMS page? The welcoming message, the tentative expected outcome of the course. And this
Yes,
course,
please.
yeah, it's one of the areas that some of you can define your career, especially for those who are interested in networking and then data communication. It will help you to unleash your potential. So if you are interested in advancing in data communication and networking, as well as security, that you go into cyber, you want to go into system, you want to go into any of the administration, either system admin or network admin. This is one of the fundamental courses that will lead you into that greater heights that you want to go. So I pray that we'll be able to have a good time. But unfortunately for me, this week and next week will be very tight for me. But we'll try our best and then see how we can recover after these 2 weeks. So for today, I'm going to introduce you to the course outline. Then we'll talk about the expected outcome of the course. We'll also look at the requirements, things that you need to get prepared or ready for the course. Then we'll also look at the expected outcome. That is what we are coming to do today. Then I will just introduce you to the first part of the course. That's a unit 1. Then later we continue from there. So this afternoon it will be brief. If I had started earlier as scheduled, we should have been ending by this time. But I'll try our best to see how we can do that. So that is why we are here. So those who are not here, please, course reps, have you communicated to them about the rescheduled time? Because I will not be able to stay throughout the 1:30 to 3 p.m.
Yes, sir. They are away.
Okay, good. Now, officially, let me communicate to you. Next week is the burial of my mom, and I will not be able to meet you. Because of that, today I need to do some other rounds. That's why I want us to meet briefly. So it's important that I meet you, then we interact, see the expected outcome of the course, to know what is required of you, and what is also required of me for us to achieve our objective. Then after we continue. So that's what we are having today. So in brief, if anybody have a concern or question that you want to ask or raise, please, I want to listen to it before I start with the course outline and description. Any question, any concern before we proceed? Yes, it's a hand up, or I've seen some, is it Agritor Prosper? Is it a question or concern? Or is an attendance?
That is not the question.
Me. I hope everything is fine with you. All right, so data communication is one of the courses that as I said earlier, will help you to define your career path. If you want to define your career path, this is one of the areas that you can start with. Just as the programming also defined your career path. You can be a programmer. Yeah, you can also be a data communication expert. You can be a network person. You can be network administrator. You can also be system administrator or network security. All start from here. So with data communication, this course will provide us with the overview of the general concept of data communication. We'll look at the fundamentals of data communication. Then we'll be looking at the computer networks, things that we're supposed to do on the computer network. I put the description on the LMS for you, the detailed course outline. So if any of you have not been there, please, this is the expected outcome or the description and the things that you will be doing. So with this, we will look at the basic principles of data communication, the transmission across computer network. We will look at the information encoding, how to send and receive information, how to manage the various communication technologies that we have, the protocols that are involved in data communication. Then we'll be looking at the main topics like signaling, transmission media, modulation, error controls in systems or data communication, detection and control mechanisms. We'll look at switching. Then finally, we'll come to communication models. The two main models used in networking, such as OSI model and the TCP/IP architecture for communication. Then the course is also designed to provide us with the fundamental skills needed to analyze and troubleshoot data communication system or systems. So by the time we finish this course, these are the expected outcome that we are supposed to achieve or the areas that we are supposed to cover. How do we do this? We'll be achieving this by taking them week by week. And then we'll start with the introductory aspect, that is introduction to data communication and networking. That's going to be our model 1. I put it on the LMS. The full material will be shared with you later on, but at the moment, I'll put some description, and then also we have the, let me say, the recommended materials for you to learn. So when you are done, your primary objective of this course is that when you are finished studying this, you should be able to build an understanding of the fundamental concept of computer networking, because we cannot do data communication without talking about network. Then we will also have the introduction to advanced networking concepts in preparing how computer network functions. And then you must also know the basic terminologies that we use. At the end of the day, you must be able to gain some expertise or expert ideas about handling networks. So before we complete, these topics will be fully covered in your area of studies. So to get it in a broader context, we have this outline that is designed to help us to achieve the summary over there. So first week, when we look at this, second week under normal schedule, we're supposed to be looking at the fundamentals of data and signals. Or signals, we have to know the types of signals that we have, the characteristics, the nature, how it's represented, and so on. Then we'll come to bandwidth. What is the bandwidth? How bandwidth are managed, transmission channels, types of channels, and then we'll look at the maximum and then the data rates. Then we'll come to the network models, as I've talked about earlier. Then we'll also talk about the TCP/IP models, IP addressing. So those of you who have already into networking and you have been doing galamsey around, I want to encourage you. This is the time for you to bring your skills into reality. by helping those who don't have much knowledge to understand. So we're looking at IP addressing, a bit of subnetting, carry out some calculation, and we'll do some cable termination, as well as troubleshooting network, how it can send data from one end to another. Not only that, we'll look at the error and the error detection and correction mechanism. Then we'll come to information encoding, how information are encoded and transmitted. Then signal encoding, we'll look at that one also. And we'll go to the transmission mode and the impairment. What hinders transmission? Those challenges that we face during transmission. Then finally, we landed on the transmission medium. So a transmission medium, we'll be talking about various types of transmission medium, considering guided medium and unguided medium. We'll look at the choice of making a particular type of medium. And then we'll also look at the wireless medium and its signal transmission. Then finally, we'll be considering the network topologies, understand the various network strategies and the topologies that we'll be using. Examine the common strategies used to connect a node to network. We have a domain and we have a work group. So there are some softwares that I'll be introducing you to. We'll explore network processing strategies and then also establish difference between centralized and a distributed processing. Identify and compare 3 common network classifications. We also identify and define 3 common network topologies that we have. So these are the various details areas that we'll be covering in our studies. So final session is we have a routing and switching. So we have introduction to routing and then introduction to switching. So we'll look at the either switching first or routing first, depend. Sometimes the way they arrange over here may not be the same way that we approach the lesson. We may be taking them per the requirement that you need in order to build on the other ones. So when we come to the routing, we'll talk about the switches and routers, the concept of switching, routing algorithms, both static and dynamic. Then we'll look at the metrics used in routing. Then finally, I know we can do it. We'll introduce ourselves to the concept of switching. There are different modes of switching. So define switching mode. We have cut through. We also have the stop and forward. Then we'll come to the packet switching, difference between packet switching. And then also we'll look at the message switching and so on. And then the various mode that is used and which one is convenient for our modern data communication. We talk about them. And these are the recommended books and the supplementary material that you need for your course. So all this has been populated on your LMS platform. For those who have not seen it, you go there and then you check. Additional requirement is also there. Things that you need to make this course easy for you. I want to encourage all of you, get to Cisco Network Academy and register over there, take a course and obtain your certification ID to help you to use Cisco Packet Tracer that we'll be using for our practical demonstration in terms of the network design and then also data transmission and analysis of the data packet from one device to another. So please, all of you, right after this afternoon meeting, go and sign on to this, sign account onto this network and subscribe and take a course from this environment in order to obtain a certified ID. Once you complete a course, you will be given an ID that can help you to use the Cisco Packet Tracer. If not, then you have to be using the free one for the studies. It is a must that everyone who go through this course should be able to enroll in NetAcad and take at least a course in it before. I will be inspecting this and I'll make sure I make it as a form of assessment. I'll demand a certificate from a course from this particular site to be used as part of your assessment. So everybody have to enroll. I will not accept certificates that have already been presented by someone. When you finish the course, Microsoft will award you certificate. That is what will submit to me for an assessment. I'll allocate 20% of your 40% marks to that one. Maximum,
Wow.
minimum. Any question?
Sir,
Yes,
what
sir.
about those of us with a spy set on the Cisco's Networking Academy?
A spy. As you have said, a spy. You said a live dog is better than a dead lion. Is that not it?
We can still issue that, right?
Oh, no, no. Is there a live dog is better than dead lion? True or false?
It's true, sir. So those of us who already know it and then have the software, must we still go and complete the course?
Yes. If you know it, show your skills. Do you have the ID?
Time no day. Oh.
Come again.
Time no day. For
Uh,
some of
by,
us,
by you have signed your
time.
matriculation oath is a requirement to the course.
Oh,
So if
okay,
you
sir.
already know, that will facilitate your studies. So I will not accept any expired certificates. I want current certificate. So go for courses that will make you complete early. All right. Any other concern
All right, sir, we
apart
good.
from expired certificate issue? Come again.
I said we good.
All right, fine. Go to register your presence. All right, so on this note, we'll move straight into our first week lecture and see what we can do over here. When you look at the outline shows that the first week we are required to look at the fundamentals like this, introduction to data communication and networking. So we'll look at what is data communication and its fundamentals. You know the difference between data information. It's going to explain what the data is what the data is and what data communication is. Data is different from data communication. Then we'll also learn how data is represented. Then we have to look at the flow, the definition of a network, use of computer network, and criteria for data communication network, and finally, define protocols and the standards in networking. Then we are done. So we'll finish this within 15 minutes and I'll be good to leave you. Okay, so let's come here. All right, so this is what we are taking now. So
Hello, sir.
if
Please,
you
can
have
I ask a
not,
question?
hello,
Hello, sir. Can I please ask a question?
yes, go ahead if you have any concern.
All right. So I've seen define network, and I've seen uses of computer network.
Yes.
So when we say network,
Mm-hmm.
since it's not computer network, I can see that it will be general.
Come again.
So I'm saying that
Mm-hmm.
since I see only network, defining network, I can
Network at
define.
where?
I mean the outline I'm seeing here, I see define networks and uses of computer network.
Yes.
So I was suggesting that why is it not define computer network but it's define networks? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. That is the choice of English, bro. And
Okay.
you are just trying to be analytical with the choice of the English here. What course are you doing?
I'm really IT.
When you go for conferences and other sites, they can even tell you that go and do networking. What does it mean?
I'm going to greet people.
And when you come to computer network, what does it mean?
Share information.
No, networking does not mean only sharing information. It's more than that. Sharing information is just one of the uses.
So connecting two or more devices together to
Good.
share information.
Connecting is a connection of two or more networking devices. So
Okay.
just as you do networking is an English word that you can say, go and network. And you are known that as a social beings in terms of social science. If you say go and do networking, you are not going to connect the network devices, but you are going to connect to people. Is that not it?
Yes, sir.
we are doing data communication and networking. When we talk about networks, we should know that we are talking about computer networks.
Yes, sir.
What is on the slide? Look on the slide. I think that your questions there will be solved. So define network, it follows to say that uses of computer network.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Thank
So you have even helped me. The
Hmm.
word network can be used in social science, in a general life. It does not necessarily mean that you limit yourself to IT network. So in social science, in general life, you can network. Networking means connecting to people, sharing information, sharing resources, sharing ideas, very tangible. As I said, two good heads are better than one. Two better heads. But if the two heads are not good, we put them together, they will still give you wrong answer. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So two better heads, two good heads are better than others. Yeah, someone's hand is up. Any concern?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes, good. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. So
Mr.
I only
Usuansa.
joined and I heard, yes, which ones are here, sir? I only joined and I heard of Cisco discussion, but it was the latter end. So I'm asking for further clarification, please.
But are you a Cisco certified person?
No, sir. I thought maybe it is a requirement for the course we are
Yes,
undertaking.
it's a requirement. You go and sign yourself up on the NetAccount and subscribe to any of the course of your choice related to data communication and network, and take that course, finish it, and produce the certificate for evaluation. Your total 40% mark will be based on, 20% of your total score will be based on that course that you take. Maximum 20, minimum 10. So
okay.
You have to go and subscribe to NetAccount. If you go to NetAccount, it's a whole educational website that teaches or provide you with a lot of courses and skills about networking and data communication. So go there and type NetAccount, and then you are good to go. So that's what you are supposed to do. So I want every one of you should go there and sign up and take any course of your choice, especially the courses must be, obviously all the courses here are related to networking and data communication. So any of them that you are interested in, you sign up.
Okay, sir.
Are you fine?
So we have to present the certificate before the SEM comes to an end.
Yes, I'll give you the date for you to submit. It is supposed to be submitted at the second face-to-face. And there will be, yes, I didn't talk about that one. Assessment mode. I know this is not the first time of meeting you, so you know what it means. Assessment is going to be practical. We're not going to do the theoretical thing that you do for other courses, because this one is hands-on. So assessment is going to be on project work. So I'll design a nice project work for you. So you form a group of members of three members in the group. And then I'll send you the questions. You solve them at your own convenience time, then you submit. That one will come during the second face-to-face, as the time God will permit us. But the other individual assignments will also be given to you as we go through the course. Are we fine with that also?
Yes, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
good. All right, so now let's come to our lesson. When we talk about data communication, those of you, since some of you are Cisco certified and then have an expiring Cisco license, tell me what the data communication is about. Della, Kofi, your hand is up.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So I want to find out, is the NetAccount the only way you can get this? Because some of us are already signed up to places like Coursera and Udemy. So I want to know if it is, and we are doing networking courses in there.
Come again.
I'm asking that, is it just the Net Academy that we are supposed to go and do the networking course on? Because some of us are already signed to places like either Coursera or Udemy, and we are doing networking courses there as well.
Good. When you go to Coursera have a lot of other courses, social science, business, and so on. And then when you go to Udemy, you also have different courses. But which course are we doing this semester? What course are we doing now?
Data
Hello?
communication.
Yes. So specifically, I want you to be in that environment. Be in that environment. Take a course from that place. I know why I'm saying take a course from there. Consider have their own way of assessment. I know what I know the requirement I want you to acquire in this course. So, Mr. Dela, go ahead. If you have the Coursera, it's a plus for you. Add this one to it. So I move forward. Okay, so now data communication, it is basically about, I wanted you to tell us, one of you to tell us how to have about. Yes, I want one or two people to tell us what data communication is about before we proceed. Don't read what is here. Don't read what we have here to us. Anyone? Justice, I hope this time to be on top of your game, right? Or networking is on your area. Why Justice no more online? Angela, are you there?
Hello, sir.
Yes. I said,
Please, I didn't get you. My network.
but we are doing data communication, so get a better network for your communication. I said, I hope with the data communication too, you'll be at the top of your game. It's good.
Hopefully.
Am I going to have you here? Ebenezer. Now,
Yes, sir.
Kabute.
Data communication is the process of transmitting data between two devices through communication medium such as wireless or cables.
Such a wireless or cable. Okay. If you are using wireless, then it's supposed to be okay, wireless. We have wireless and then wired. And we have cable and cordless. Cable and cordless. And we have guided and unguided. So these are the terminologies. Good. All right. Anybody else? Data communication. He said it's a process of transmitting data from one network device to another. But I want it more than that. You have done well. I'll give you 8/10. Anybody else? Oh, please don't spend much time on. Yes, Angela. Yes, you are online. Go ahead. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Why? Are you also in Trotro?
Can you hear me?
We are now on air.
Okay. It could be an exchange of digital information between two or more devices.
Okay, exchange of digital information between two or more devices. Okay, that's fine. I will accept your digital definition. Okay, so as these two, I think it's okay. All right. It's good. Do you have something to say before we move on? Or you are good? It's good for us to go. All right, so
No.
what you need to understand about data communication is simply about the process of exchanging data between two or more networking devices or two or more devices. And this exchange, that process is known as transmission. So there are some technologies that are involved to enable data to move from one device to another. And this may include the hardware component that are involved. And the hardware involved could be either being a sender or a receiver. And then there are some softwares that are also involved in a data transmission. So this software part of the transmission is known as the protocols that we'll be talking about. Then there should be a medium for the transmission, medium for the data to be transmitted. So medium for transmission is also required. So the medium, as our friend said, it could be either wired or wireless, cable or cordless, guided or unguided. So these are the medium. Then you should also have the message itself to be transmitted. The message needs to be transmitted. So in data communication system, we say that we have 5 major components that made up data communication system. And these 5 components are the ones that I've mentioned about. So if you are defining what data communication is, and you say that data communication is the process or technology of or method of transmitting data from one end to another or from one device to another. So if you go by the slide, by your definition that I provided over there, you can say that data communication and networking provide a clear, straightforward understanding of many of the components and operations of data network. So data network like your MTN, your Vodafone, your normal Bluetooth connection that you set up, your ad hoc connections, your home or SOHO network that you set up, all of them involve these principles in order to communicate. So we say that the main objective of data communication and networking is to enable seamless exchange of data between any 2 points in the world. So the devices might be close or they might be far. This one doesn't matter. And the medium for transmission, as we said, must either be wired or wireless. Very key. So you should know. Now, one may ask, what is data and what is information? As you are all aware, data is a raw fact that is sent into a computer to be processed. And this raw fact will be made up of 3 main basic elements. You may have numbers, you may have symbols, you may have letters. That made up data. So if you talk about basic element of data, you should think about numbers, letters, and symbols. And that's what form the representation of data. Now, in terms of computing, especially those into computer science and programming, if you talk about data, then you are referring to an input to a system or an input into your computer. So that input may either be in the form of letters, symbols, or figures. And now, when these raw elements are rearranged in order to give you meaning, then we refer to that one as data processing. So there's a difference between data transmission, data processing, and when you talk about information cycle, which you'll be doing in your either system analysis and design or information system. I'm sure you have done it in your information system. For data information system, you may be thinking about the component that involve the data itself, the people around, the procedures, and so on. So data here, data communication, we are referring to the raw fact. We are referring to the raw fact that is sent to a computer to be processed. And now, information in the context of data communication, or in data processing, we refer to the data that has been processed. And we also say again that data has no meaning, it's meaningless. Data is an input, and then data. Are we safe? When you take the information, we say that information is meaningful. Information can also be output. So we can also work with information. Now, someone's data can become somebody's information, and someone's information can become someone's data in a data processing cycle. But for here, let's just understand and differentiate between data and information. Simply put, data is referred to as a raw fact that is sent to computer to be processed, whilst information refers to a processed data that enable us to make a decision or data that have a meaning. If once the data is processed and it is meaningful, it is considered as information. Are we fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've explained what
You
data
good,
is.
you good.
All right, good to go, right? Okay, so
Yes, sir.
now data communication as a body on its own, as I said earlier, it involves hardware parts and then software parts. And the hardware part may be either being a sender or a receiver. Now, when we say a sender or a receiver devices, we are referring to devices that are used for transmission. And the one that receives the information are referred to as a receiver or receiving device. Now, the software which enabled it to be the data to be sent or received is a protocol. So let me put it here. The type of data that needed to be transmitted will be dependent upon the protocol that is available. So in other words, the protocol determines the type of data to be transmitted, and then also the type of data to be transmitted requires a corresponding protocol for transmission. Are you fine with that statement?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So
Come again, please.
protocols can also be explained as a set of rules that govern in terms of transmission, covering the transmission of a data. So when you are looking at it, we have these components that, okay, these things might be present for data communication to take place. Now, there are some basic characteristics that every data transmission or data communication system must have. Four basic requirements or characteristics. One of the characteristics is that the data communication systems must be able to deliver a data to an intended receiver without any error. So delivery aspect of data is one of the characteristics that's required by the data communication system. Then now, how would that data be delivered? Would the data be delivered according to how it has been sent, or it will be delivered partially? So there's something we call accuracy. Accuracy of data communication is very key. So that when a data is transmitted, the size of the data must be accurately known, and then when it is delivered, the size must also be delivered in its proportion. So you cannot send 2 MB and then receive 1.8 MB. No, it should not be tolerated. So every data communication system must have delivery as its main priority. When a data is sent, it must be sent to the right person, right destination, without any diversion. When it is delivering to the right person, the proportion of the data must be delivered as it has been sent. Are we fine? Okay. The next one. Now, how would the data be delivered? The timeliness is very key. So when you deliver a data and how it has been sent, it must be delivered in that order. So timeliness in delivery is important. So timeliness is one of the key. There are some TV stations in Ghana here. As for now, it has been improved. But previously, when they are transmitting and you are watching the television from a particular television set, you will notice that the speech and then the mouth, as the person opens the mouth and talk, does not match the voice that comes out. So you could see that there's a variation in the transmission of the video and then the audio that is being transmitted. And that variation between the two is what we are referring to as the timeliness. So when you are delivering, you don't see the message that is being delivered. If it's a video with audio, the video and the audio must synchronize, so that when the person opens his mouth, the sound must also be heard. You don't see the person open his mouth after some time before you hear the sound coming at the background. The two, both the video and audio, must be delivered at a time. So that's about the timeliness. Are you fine? Hello.
Yes, sir. We are fine.
Oh.
Good. We are
Okay,
good.
Yes,
now
sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
good.
Yes, sir. We are fine.
jitter is the
Yeah.
next thing. Next characteristics is jitter. Jitter here, you are referring to the variation in the packet arriving time. Now, there are some, not there are some. In terms of data transmission, the data packet are broken into smaller chunks or smaller sizes, and they move from one end to another through different paths. And each of these data chunks have what we call RIP, Routing Information Protocol. And this Routing Information Protocol determines the destination and the source of the packet. Now, when they arrive at the end, this data packet have to be reassembled, and then checksum have to be performed to receive the data as it has been sent. Now, with the variation in the transmission of this data packet from the source to the destination, some of them arrive different times. So the variation in arrival of the data chunks being transmitted from the source to the destination is what we are referring to as jitter. So if you are explaining, you must know the difference between timeliness and the jitter, as well as the delivery and the accuracy. They are all not the same. So these are the 4 key characteristics of every data communication system that need to be checked and must have it at its best before you can deliver a quality data on data communication system. Now, component of data communication system. I've already explained. This diagram illustrates the component of data communication system, and I believe you can see from your end. Can you all see the diagram?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
please.
Can
Yes,
you
sir.
mention the various components per the diagram?
Yes, please.
Okay, 1.
Yes, sir.
Set
All
of
right, mention
rules.
and explain.
Set of rules.
Set of rule, what is it?
Sender.
Sender.
Please wait,
The,
one at a
the,
time.
the set of rules is the protocol.
The protocols. Okay, good. So what does it do? It determines the type of
It
data.
determines how, yes, the type of data
Yes,
and how it's
how,
transmitted.
and then the type of data that needs to be transmitted. Good. So as I said earlier, the type of data to be transmitted will be accompanied by its corresponding set of rules or protocol. So if you have a particular data and are using different protocol, that data cannot be delivered. So every data needs to be delivered with its corresponding protocol. Good. Any other component that you can see, and you tell us what it means?
Sender.
Sender. So what is sender? What is its
The
function there?
sender is the transmitter or the device that convert the data into electrical signal and transmit through the cable or through wireless.
I'm a for advanced student too. So I
let me
think I have
try
to
it.
close this chapter.
Oh, no. Let me also try.
Okay, good. So the sender is the device that is sending the information or the data. So as at now, I am transmitting and you are listening. So now my machine that I'm using becomes what? The sender. And your machine that you are using to receive what I'm transmitting from here, which being my voice, is what you can refer to as receiver. So we are good to go. Sender and receiver. And they are hardware. I hope you agree. They are hardware.
Yes, sir.
Even though they have the software components, but they are hardware devices. So that is the 3 components. Remaining 2. What are the remaining 2?
The message and the transmission
The message
medium
itself, the message to be transmitted. So the data packet to be transmitted is also one of the components. Then finally,
Protocol.
the medium.
please, we are saying 2 things. Protocol and the medium, are they the same?
We've already mentioned the protocol.
Okay, so which one?
The final one becomes the set
medium.
of rules. That's the
The
receiver.
medium.
So transmission medium. And then we said transmission medium is made up of 2 types. What are they?
Wired and wireless.
Wired and wireless. Oh, you can also give it a different name apart from wired and wireless. Any other name?
Control and uncontrolled.
Guided and unguided.
Yes, I'll prefer the word guided and unguided. Okay, guided and unguided medium. Then what again? We can talk about cordless. We have the cable and then cordless. Cable and wired. Cable and wired. Cable and wired. And you have the wireless and then cordless. Sorry, wired, wireless and then wired. wireless, and then wired. Any of them can be used. Now, when we come to transmission medium, the two main types, can someone give us example of a cable medium or guided medium? Examples of guided medium.
That's the internet cable.
Is that
Internet,
Ethernet cable?
Ethernet cable.
Akwara no na
Internet
ọwọ
cable.
ha ma den you Martin na we offer me
Who
about
is that? Please mute yourself.
but I don't want to give it to her honestly because
Also, okay,
rules
Ethernet cable.
rules and
Okay,
responsibilities
what
the
again?
names to it. I'm like trying to say to make it
Fiber cable.
official to say
Fiber optic
Oba.
cable. Good.
your mic. Come on.
Please, who is that? Mute yourself.
Fiber optic cable.
Sorry.
What again? So we have three main types of guided medium. We have the coaxial cable. We have what we call twisted pair cable, which is otherwise known as Ethernet cable. And then finally, we have fiber optic cable. So these are the three types of guided medium. And when you take each one of them, we can break them down into subunits. The coaxial cable comes with two categories. We have thicknet and then thinnet. Thicknet and thinnet. When you grow small, we'll talk about that one. Thicknet and thinnet. Now, thicknet is the one that have ability to transmit over 500 meters. And then we have thinnet. It is other known as 10 base 2 or 5 base 2. So if it's 10 base 2, means that it can transmit up to 200 meters, maximum of 200 meters, but the normal length is 185. So that is about the category for coaxial cable. Then when you come to the twisted pair, what are the categories that we have under twisted pair? The experts.
A and B.
No, I'm not talking about the standard. Standard that you have the A and B categories.
Shielded and unshielded.
Yeah, yes, we have the shielded and we also have unshielded. Then we have the shaded fuel, so SFTP. So you can have STP and then UTP. Then there's advanced one which is called FSTP. FSTP, fuel shaded twisted pair. And we have STP means shaded twisted pair. We'll come to that when we go into the practical session. All right, so that is it. And then the message there we all know. So please, these are the main component of data communication. So note the set of rules, the sender, the receiver, the transmission medium, and then also the message. These are the key components. In the examination, we'll not ask you what is data communication or what is transmission or whatever. The question will come as a software and as a network engineer. You have to outline the 5 main components of data communication system. Then you are good to go. All right. Now, data representation. I said it earlier. Data can be represented in the form of text, in the form of alphabets or numbers. Sorry, text is the same as alphabet, sorry. Then in the form of numbers, then also we can have symbols or images. So these are the various forms that data can be represented. So when you read, you get to know. Image, we have different type or different format of image. We have the pink, we have the PNG, we have the BMK, that's a bitmap image, and so on. Okay. Any question? Okay. When you come to the image, you may have the image involved with the video and then the audio. And then the audio can be in the form of continuous or continuous. Continuous. That is the analog. Continuous signal. And you also have a discrete. Discrete is 0 and 1. But there are some instances you can modulate signal from one form to another. So as we progress, you get to know how we can change signal from one form to another. And the type of signal you have determine the type of channel that you use for the transmission. So later we'll come to it. Now, in terms of data flow, Data can flow through three different modes, namely simplex, half duplex, and a full duplex. Which of you can explain these three methods of data flow fast in a simple language for everybody to understand? Good to go? Justice? Yes, Ebenezer. Now, Kabute,
Yes, sir.
you'll be one of
So,
my administrators. I have to award 1 mark for being active for the day.
thank you, sir. Yeah, so simplest communication is a one-way communication. It's a method of transmitting information in only one way without receiving back. So
Come
example
again. Your
is,
voice is far away from your mic.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yes. So I'm saying simplest means one-way communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meaning
So
what? It's not complete.
one-way communication.
Yes, but not complete. If you define this way as an IT professional, it's not complete.
Okay, so I'm not done yet.
Okay, complete.
So it's a means of transmitting information in only one direction, where a sender sends information without receiving back. So example is radio communication. That's a FM or AM. Then half duplex.
Oh, wait. Before you
Okay.
continue, this one I'll give you 8/10. You have said it right, but it's left there some technicalities. You said the simplest communication is one-way communication, and you give example to the radio. Yes, but do you know that I can also communicate with the radio station?
Yes, by through different means, not the same medium.
So I want you to add that aspect to it to make your definition complete. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So complete the definition.
Okay.
So
simplest
continue.
Yeah, simplest communication is a method of transmitting information in one direction at a time.
No. At a time, then you are going to the next one.
Yes.
If you say at a time, then you are getting into another mode of transmission. Who can help? I want to test your pulse on this. I know most of you are professionals. Our friend had 8.
Hello,
Who get
sir.
10?
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead. Is that Theodora?
No, sir. Daniela, sir.
Good. Let me hear your voice.
Sir, it's a type of communication in which data flow in only one direction, from the sender to the receiver.
Okay. Can you give an example to justify it?
Yes. Example, let's say news. News to radio, yeah.
Okay, news to radio. Okay. I'll give you 9. By the
Okay,
10,
sir.
I'll remove 1 mark.
Okay,
All right,
sir.
so we are all close, very, very close and keen. So simplest, how about that? Or should we take it one at a time? Simplest. Should we complete it before we go on to the half duplex and full
One
duplex?
at a time, sir.
Okay. So when you come to the, as you have all said, it involves one-way communication through one medium. But if you want to get back to the other form of other station or other side, you have to use another medium. So the transmission, the simpler transmission involves as one-way transmission through different directions, different mediums. So for instance, those of you using the radio, if you are listening to a radio transmission from a transmission station, you can hear. If you want to transmit back to the radio station or you want to get back to the radio station, you can also do so, but you use different medium. You don't use the same medium. You cannot speak through the radio that it will go. So you have to use a different medium to send message to the radio station. So you can also send message back, but it will go through different channel or different medium. So we put it this way that the simplest communication is a one-way communication whereby the transmission stations use different medium for transmission. Are you fine? Hello?
Yes, sir, we are fine.
Okay, good. So that is why I took off 2 from someone and then 1 from Angela. Now, half duplex. Let's
Daniela. Daniela.
Hello,
Daniela.
sir.
Oh, sorry. Why am I giving it credit to Angela?
Hello, sir.
Daniela, are you 1 or 2? Cohort 1 or cohort 2?
Sir, come again, please.
Are you cohort 1 or cohort 2?
Hey, I'm lost too.
It means she's
I
two.
do
She's two, please.
She's two.
Okay, then that's good. So now I'll not get confused. So Daniela 2 and then Angela 1. Good. All right. Yes, Vance, your hand is up. Ohini.
Yeah, sir. I wanted to give my intel about the half duplex.
All right, please do so. And let's be fast.
I'm giving it a try, sir.
Oh, not try. Do your best.
Okay. So I think the half duplex will have to be a data transmission in which data can flow in both directions, but only one direction at a time.
Okay, but only one station transmit at a time.
At a time.
Yes, good. Only one station.
In which device can both transmit and receive, but they cannot do so simultaneously.
Yes. All right. Give example. Practical example.
Practical example will have to be
practical, a rare environment.
Okay.
Evidence. Tangible.
Two-way radio.
Two-way radio. Oh, why?
Yeah.
Two-way radio.
Walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie is the simplest thing I can say. The one that these national security people have been holding, and sometimes the police also use it, and some people
Okay. Yeah.
Fake national security personnel also use them in town. I don't know if any of you are here. Some people use it.
It's called
Yes. So Motorola have it, another one also. So that is the half duplex. It's a type of transmission whereby the both stations transmit through the same medium, but only one station will transmit at a time. Please, you get a difference here?
Yes.
The both stations transmit through the same medium. This one, you don't, like radio station, if you want to get back to the radio station, you use through the telephone line or your mobile phone. But the radio will transmit through the radio. But here, the two stations transmit through the same medium, but one station has to transmit at a time. So I want you to get a difference. So when you are defining or explaining, you make your point very clear. All right. Typical example is the walkie-talkie that we know. Now, full duplex, who will take it one time, just as our friend. Justice. And then 3 people sound are up. So any of you can start. Yes, Richard.
So,
why you
so
are
sir,
yes, go ahead. Who?
The full duplex, as our brother just explained, they are the ones that the transmission can flow.
Nobody have explained it yet, though.
He is making this from the half duplex side.
Nobody have explained the full duplex yet.
Yes, I was just speaking it from the way he spoke on the half duplex. The half duplex receive only one transmission, but the full duplex receive 2. It can receive and it can either it can send and it can receive at the same time.
Okay, I'll give you 8.
For example, can be this normal mobile phone that we use.
Okay.
Or laptop. We can also use laptop or computer as an example.
Okay, the examples are correct, but the definition is good, but it's not the best that I want. Yes, Evans, Benson, Benjamin, and Justice. Any of you can add up. Thank you. The one who just spoke.
Okay, sir. So it's let's say data transmission in which data can flow in both directions simultaneously.
Okay,
that is the word. Mention of the
that is the word. Yes. Oh, Evans, we have something different.
I was the one who just spoke.
All right, Yanka, do you have something different? Yangson. Justice, do you have something different? Daniela, any new addition? All
No,
right.
sir.
Okay, 2 hands are up. So, full duplex is a type of transmission where both stations transmit simultaneously through the same medium. This time, the same medium, and both stations transmit simultaneously. So please add the word simultaneously and add the word same medium. Are we fine? Okay.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
All right. Example is your mobile phone, as someone have mentioned. It's your laptop, your tablet, all of them can transmit and receive at the same time. That's why when you are preparing cables to connect these devices, we use 8 strands. 4 for you see 2 pair transmitting the same time, another 2 pair receiving at the same time. Then we have 1 for signal, 1 pair for signal, and 1 pair for power distribution. Okay. So all the explanations are there. So those of you who were explaining, you see, these are the explanation to what we have just explained. All right. Any question before we proceed? All right. If no question, then I think the fundamentals have been dealt with. Final. Computer network. Where's my friend who said network? Are you seeing here clearly stated computer network? Definition of computer network. You are supposed to know what a computer network is. So you can define a computer network as an interconnection of 2 or more computing devices together. Then you add the purpose. Why are they connecting them together? 2 main purposes. Who can tell us 2 main reasons for connecting computing devices? 2 main. Major.
For sending
Elvis.
information and
Elvis,
receiving
are you part of the
information.
class? Hey, is it the Elvis I know or different? Elvis, go ahead. Your hand is up. What are the 2 main reasons for interconnecting computer networks together?
So one of the purposes is resource sharing.
Your voice is far.
Resource sharing.
Resource sharing, okay. For sharing of resources, very good. I'll give you 1 mark for that. For sharing of resources. And the resources could be in the form of hardware. Resources could be in form of software. It could be in form of application. Anything that we can share. That is very good. Any other? Richard, your hand is up.
So it's for data transmission.
Data transmission. It's all part of the resource sharing. Communication.
Sir, for communication.
For communication. Okay. I want to help you. Who said it's communication?
Sir, Justice.
Justice. Communication is too generic. So I want to help you. You make it for establishing connectivity. For establishing connectivity. Are we together here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 2 main purposes for network, computer, interconnecting 2 computing devices or computer network. 1, for sharing of resources. 2, for establishing connectivity. Now, when you come to the establishing connectivity, there comes the communication. Once the connection is established, you can communicate, you can share, you can also transmit. So the one who talk about transmission, you can transmit, you can share, you can also communicate. The resources that are available could be in the hardware form or could be in the software form, or let's put it this way, application. So these are the purpose of computer network. So if in the examination you are asked as a network administrator, outline any 2 main purpose of computer network, you should know what to say. All right. Any question? I saw some hands up. Okay, if no question, then we are good to go. Remember, in this networking, protocol is also involved in order to carry out the connectivity. So he said a computer network is an infrastructure that allows two or more computers to communicate with each other. Now, the network achieves this by providing a set of rules for communication called protocol, which should be observed by a participating host. But please, I will advise use the word computer network is interconnection of two or more computing devices. We don't only interconnect computers, so use computing devices. That will be more precise and definite to your definition. Are we together? So,
Yes, please.
go and read on the uses of computers. Let me add computer networks. Uses of computer network. Read and know more of this one. They are here. Uses of computer networks. So, resource sharing, high reliability, savings, money. Why do you think that computer networks save money? Anybody? Why do you think computer networks save money? Why do you think computer networks save money?
Because you can sit at your comfort zone and then send information without taking the car or something.
Typically, you're supposed to come to campus for classes, right?
Yes, sir.
Where you are in the comfort of your homes, you are enjoying interactive lesson, which I believe most of you are enjoying it this afternoon, right? Some of you can also buy online without any stress of driving through traffic, thick and thin. There's one key one I also want you to know. In an office environment, since most of you are working, I believe you agree that if you have office with 10 users or 10 computers, the probability of you buying 10 printers is very high. But with computer network, you don't need to buy 10 printers. You can buy one network printer, connect it on the network, and share those 10 users or 10 computers to allow them to all print through one printer, and then you'll be good to go. So instead of you hiding in your corner with your office printer and be using it to print, some of you even use to print your personal stuff and other things, and the company will be losing some precious money while you print your personal materials from your printer. The printer can be centralized. When you print, you go there and take, and at least everybody will know what you are printing. In the way, you are saving the company costs, you are also saving the stress for the individual who will be buying the things on their own interest or using it for their own interest. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is so funny, sir.
Come again.
You made me remember of something that happens at my office. Before you print something, you go to the accountant and tell him what you want to print.
Very
so
good.
He gives you the sheet, you go and set it into the printer, then you go and sit at your machine, and you will do everything that you want, then you will print it.
Good. So have you seen the control mechanism that it has?
It's so funny. At times I'll be laughing, sir.
So it brings controls. It also saves money. I know accountant is trying to reduce costs by maximizing profits, right?
Oh, yes.
Good. So in our world of today, networking safe, but it comes with a very huge disadvantage or very big disadvantage. Who can tell us that disadvantage? Very big one. Very disastrous.
Okay, so one disadvantage will have to be like what I'm experiencing currently at my office. At times I'll print my file and another person too will print his or her files. Then maybe the first person will go and pick what belongs to me without checking. And I also go and pick, then they will be going around asking who picked this file, who picked that file. So most of the time that's what we face at the office.
Okay, but if you are diligent, that one will be resolved. If you are picking a document, you're supposed to check whether it's for you. Since you know it's a centralized the document, centralized device, you should check. So that one is good, but it's not the strong one as I'm looking for.
Okay.
Yes, Angela first, followed by Andrews, and then Sheriff. Sheriff.
Okay, thank you. I can
Angela, I was
promote.
crediting Daniela's credit to you. Make sure you show the level.
Okay, thank you. I can give easily access to those who are specialized with the black hacking.
Okay.
So a clear example with the emailing address. If my company is MTN Ghana and I am Angelina.asample@mtn.com. If I want to be
Angela, wait. Are you saying that your company is MTN or are you using MTN as an example?
I'm using example, please. Thank you.
Are you sure you are not working there?
It's MTN, don't lie, please.
If you are there, please let my account receive some fat data. Don't just allow me to be struggling with data over here.
She's advertising for the yes.
Angela, make sure my credit, my number have some fat data for my funeral costs immediately.
Don't worry, Baba. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, go ahead.
If I want to be able to hack into MTN space emailing address, I can just give a similar mail and then send a mail and then put all the viruses in the link and send. When another person gets easy access, I can get everything I want to get, change whatever I want to get. So on the other side, it may promote black hacking if the user is not educated in certain ways.
All right, thank you very much.
So, sir, can we say security risks with what Angela just said?
Yes, I thank you very much. I just want to inform you, all that you are saying, either black hacking, white hacking, yellow or pale or gray, is hacking. So it poses security threats if it's not properly managed. See, that's the key. I'm almost done, so I'm almost done. I am almost done. I'll join you soon. Okay, sorry. So, Angela, the first key, which I want you to say, is the security threat or security breaches. Even though networking is good, it also exposes you to security threats and attack. Are you fine? That is a major danger. And then if you don't have a good, Andrews, you have something to say.
Yes, please, mine is advantage.
Okay.
One of the advantages.
Okay,
I think you can troubleshoot without this thing, physical movement.
Okay, thank you. So remote administration and remote support or anything, right?
Yeah.
All
Yes,
right, so
sir.
remote management, remote administration, and so on. Okay, Sheriff, what do you have different?
Yeah, sir, mine has to do with the initial setup of all this. Sometimes goes with a very high cost.
Sheriff, you have +1 mark.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. It's one of the things I want to talk about, but it's escaped me when Angela confused me with his security. But the two key things, the initial cost of implementing the network is high. But if you can afford, you are good to go. Security is another biggest challenges. So if you are dealing with network, you have to have a very good backup plan so that you don't lose. You can't afford, like example Angela is giving, you can't afford to lose data. Somebody's having his number with specific data on it or amount of money on it, and the person loses all those things. In the financial sector, you can't afford for someone to lose his account or lose his money. So you must make sure you have a good security plan and policy in place to manage your system. Two, you have to get a good backup plan and strategy to ensure that even if there is a breakdown, there should be a way of reinstalling without the users having the effect. Then, the initial cost of implementation is another big disadvantage. It involves a lot, but when you're able to manage it, it helps you a lot. So these are the good things, so disadvantages, and then for the good ones, there are a lot. We talk about sharing resources, higher reliability, saving money, scalability. You can span to different levels. You can take about 2,000 people, put them together on one network. You can manage them without moving from one place to another to visit and to do anything. If someone talk about remote administration, you can access information remotely. You can also administer remotely. Person-to-person communication is also done. Then you can have interactive engagement or entertainment through the internet. Most of you have fans on the network. You can be in your room and engage yourself in either social interaction or anything that you want to do without any stress. So those are the advantages. Any question before we close? My people are waiting for me.
Can we add network downtime to the disadvantage?
Network what?
Downtime, like when the network is unresponsive or maybe unavailable.
Yeah, that's why the backup plan comes in. So downtime, a failure on your central system affects everybody. So that's fine. So failure on the system is also a key disadvantage. So in the exam, you should be expecting some of these questions in a scenario form. Don't go and write plain English. Just outline them and briefly explain. That's what I will require from you. Are we together? Okay. Before we end, we'll talk about the criteria for data communication network. Every network required specific standards that need to be met for you to achieve the best of the network. So in order to set up a data communication network, your network must have the following criteria or must meet the following criteria. Talk about performance, consistency, reliability, recovery, and security. So performance, talk about how to be able to deliver right time, ensure that informations are carried out as it is. Consistency, making sure that today you are not up, next time down, today up, next time down. No, consistency, you are able to deliver according to schedule. And then reliability, you are sure that your network can withstand any pressure, either load or less load is able to stand. Recovery, if the device breakdown or network breakdown is able to come out from that. Some of you, your network, sometimes you'll be using your mobile phone and then it will not be responding to anything. You press keys, nothing works. Your laptop may freeze. When you shut it down and then you restart the phone, immediately you restart it, the computer and the mobile phone begin to respond. That is the ability of you recovering from unexceptional occurrence. So, and the security, ensuring that the system is safe. You put in the goals of security, ensuring that people supposed to have the information are getting it at the right time. So we call something CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Those information that are on the network are kept secret. That is the confidentiality. And then things that we have are not modified by unauthorized person. Talking about integrity. Then as much as you try to make the information secret and then inability to modify, those legitimate users who need the information on the network must have them at all times. So that is the work of security. And so you need security personnel to do that. Are we fine?
Okay. Yes, sir, we are fine.
So that's now factors that affect the response time of your network. It depends on number of factors, but common ones among them are network, the users on the network, the speed of the network, the transmission type that you are using. All of them require the speed. Yes, 3 hands are up. Andrews, Bennis, and Justice. Any question, concern?
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think one of the disadvantages on hardware is continuous operations can also cause faster aging, and component failure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. As for human beings, as we are, as you grow, your strength, your energy level, everything comes down. So the same apply to devices and then machines. As they continue being used, they all break down. So that is a good point that you have raised. Thank you. Yes, Justice, your hand is up.
Doc, please, I would like to ask if scalability can be added as a criteria for data communication.
I can't hear.
Please, can you hear me now?
Your voice is low. Are you using earpiece? Okay, Benis, go ahead if Justice is out.
So, sir, good evening.
Yeah, how are you? Afternoon.
It's afternoon. Good afternoon. Sorry. I'm fine. Yourself?
Yeah, also fine.
So the question is, what goes on when the internet goes slow? Like, what makes it happen now?
Come again.
I said, what goes on when the internet goes slow? Like at the
Slow.
background. Is it that?
Slow.
Yes.
Okay, good. You see, there are sometimes some of you confuse internet service and then network service. Internet is a service that runs on a network, and the network is the infrastructure. So for your internet to be fast, it depends on your area where you are. 2, it depends on the bandwidth that you have subscribed. 3, it depends on the environmental factors. 4, it depends on your transmission medium. 5, it also depends on the peak period of the day. Then the list continue on and on and on. And then I can even talk about 6, your network infrastructure can also cause the slowness or the fastness of the network of your internet service. If you build your network infrastructure and you allow everybody to be in one common network, I mean, there's no segregation, everybody belongs to the same pool, and you are now using the system. At a point, you have a lot of traffic colliding in your network. It will slow down. If the one who set up the network have not done proper cabling, you may be having loop back also in the network. So when the systems are on during the day for some period, it will begin to flood, and then you will be experiencing slowness. So your administrators will go and off the server, restart it, and then it will come fast small. At a point, it will go slow again, means that it has built a loop back into the system. So there are a number of factors that we can consider. So depending on your environment or your situation where you find yourself, well, if you subscribe a bandwidth that is less and number of people are using it, definitely to become slow. If your device is your hardware device does not even have high-end resources, it will also cause your internet service to be slow. And where you are, sometimes when it rains, especially in Ghana here, when it rains, the environmental factors also affect the speed of the internet. There are some areas when it rains, my area, for instance, when it rains, the data become very poor. Even online become difficult, very, very difficult for you to do streaming. It will be buffering. But when the sun is up and there's no rain, that one you enjoy it more. So, number of factors. Adam Benis, I hope you are okay. We
Yes,
can talk
sir.
about it more. Okay,
So
Justice,
that's
you
why
have
it's good to
again.
use surveillance.
Yes, sir.
Come again.
I said that's why it's good to use VLAN.
Yes. But if we have not segregated the network there, you have a serious trouble to handle. So thank God there are experts here. And your project that you'll be doing for me is going to be in that network segregation and bandwidth management. So get yourself ready.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Bandwidth, please. Justice, please, can you speed up? I'm running out
All
of
right.
time.
So I was trying to ask if scalability could be considered as a criteria for data communication.
Scalability is part of the factors affecting network performance. But you said, can it be considered as a component of data communication?
No, the criteria
for what?
For a data communication. Like we said earlier, we go back to the criteria for data communication network. I'm asking that could scalability be part of this list that we have listed
No,
over here?
scalability is subject to the person who is using the network. If you are setting it up, you should consider whether you expand it or not expand it. But here, we said the word here is major criteria. So it could be, but maybe it's not considered as a major criteria.
Very well,
That's
sir.
fine. As for every network, you should think about scalability. There's no network that you set up without scalability. But yeah, The emphasis is on the word major. So I think that's why it's not there. But in the industry practice, it may not be wrong when you talk about it. Okay, any other question? Okay, then classification of computer network. Please, I think this one, I have to end on this one. Also answer any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, sir, you made mention that when rain falls, the network connectivity, or let me say the internet connectivity,
both the voice and data become poor at some specific areas.
What's the technicality behind this?
Oh,
yes.
It's environmental factors. You see, you have line of sight. Most of the service providers we have in Ghana, they use line of sight. They use point-to-point communication. So once the weather is cloudy, the transmission, the atmospheric pressure become high. Let's call it humidity. The humidity become high, and the transmission become poor. You know, even the helicopter crash. Didn't you hear that one of the factors that they considered was about the effect of the weather condition that have affected the flights, and they do not navigate as supposed to be. Did you listen to the report? So
yes, sir.
the environmental factors are part. So once there's a high humidity in the atmosphere, it will surely affect the transmission. And mostly, most of the service providers, there are some areas they don't use cables. They use point-to-point radio for communication. So once there's high humidity in the atmosphere, definitely it will affect the transmission, and the signal strength will be poor. But the areas where they use cables, you are good to go. You have your reliability. So that's the difference between the wired and the wireless transmission medium. Okay, let's end on the classification of computer network. In fact, I have to end here because of time. I'm very sorry that we have to end it, but because next week I'll not meet you, that's why I have to try and engage you today and welcome you to the course for you to know what is ahead of us and how we are going to approach the lesson. And I'm so much enthused about the participation of some of you, and then your energy level as well as your desire, and then the expertise that I'm receiving from the background is giving me hope and assurance that we'll have a very interesting and fruitful semester for this course. I believe you also like to keep yourself in that atmosphere for us to enjoy the lesson together.
Yes.
Okay, so now, classification of computer network. If you have time, I would ask you to mention the various types of network that you think you know. Then we can summarize it, but I think the time is fast gone, and then we have to wrap up. So I'll tell you as they are, so that you can mend all the things that you have in your head concerning network types that you know. Basically, computer networks can be classified into three major groups, because some of you will be talking about LAN, WAN, MAN, PAN, and so on. All those things are good, but they all form under one class of computer network. So computer network can be classified by range. When you talk about computer network by range, we are talking about all the network that covered a geographical area, like LAN, MAN, PAN, and so on. They are by range. So those are the examples of categories of network classification. One, so by range. So your LAN, your PAN, your MAN, your WAN, all those ones, they belong to network by range. Are we fine? Yes or no? Okay. The next one is, or I should take this one our next meeting. Let me finish. You can read and understand. The next one is topology. Now, when you talk of network topology, we are referring to the arrangement of the network and networking devices on the network. So we have two types of network topology. Who can tell us two types of network topology?
So there's only two types.
Yes. What do you have?
We have bars, we have ring, and all that.
When you go
Sir, they're
small,
not
you
only
will
two.
understand.
So are they only two?
Yes. It's more than two.
It's more than two.
What are they?
It's more than not two. We have mesh and all
Four or
that.
five.
It's more than two. Yes.
Yeah.
You see, that is why I said
hello, is it?
They're about 5.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Raja.
I think some of them are confusing. Network topology, it covers the bars, ring, and all that.
But that is where you are confused. And those of you who are teachers, you have been teaching the children different approach. So when they come to the university, we struggle to filter their mind. See?
No, sir. No.
Please, if you have been teaching that, go and repent. And don't go and teach that network topology.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Can we consider physical and logical?
Yes, precisely. Who is that?
Justice.
That is the type of network topology that we have. It's classified.
Oh, okay. So that means the component is also part.
Wait, please. We are talking about the classification of network topology. So
yes.
there are two.
We have the physical topology, logical, and component.
What I say?
Okay. We have the main. That's what we normally talk about, the physical and the logical. You get it. But we have the component too as well, which is the endpoint, the devices, the node.
The main is just two. The main is just two.
Please don't confuse yourself. That's why I said I wish I can take time and then teach this one a different meeting. Then I will allow you to bring out all the things in your head that you have been either misapplying or misdirecting. These are young ones who are coming, or you misapply the terms in your various places. Then after we filter them together, then we come to a conclusion. But I don't have enough time. That's what I want to let you understand. See, all those we are talking about, we will come to point where we talk about the component of computer network. You understand? Component computer network are also classified differently. But when we talk about the network topology, it's two. We have the physical
and mesh.
No, wait. Physical and logical. Now, when you talk of physical topology, then we are referring to how the devices are arranged on the network. Now, how are the computers arranged on network? Then you come in with your star, bars, mesh, spokes and hubs, and tree, and so on. That's when you come there and talk about that. Those are all physical topology. Are you with me?
Yes,
hello?
Sir, we are with you.
So those of you who have been teaching network topology, that this is one category, physical category that I'm talking about. So the physical category involve the star, the mesh, the bars, the tree, the hybrids, the spokes and hubs. All those one form under physical. How the devices are arranged on the network, physical. Now, when we talk about logical, who can explain the logical topology? Hello?
How data moves.
How it
Logical has to
travels,
do with how
how
data
it
flows in the
travels or
network.
how it moves.
About the data transmission, how data is transmitted, how the distribution is done on the network environment to the various devices and in the various devices. So that's the logical aspect. So please, if you have been teaching anything, you misapplying the terms anyhow, from this day class, please renew your mind and go ahead. I hope you can read from Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, and go and preach the proper gospel from today in terms of network. Please, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Good. So how data is transmitted, how the data is distributed is about the logical aspect. So the logical distribution can take place even in the devices. Devices like switches, the distribution of data is different from how the data is transmitted from one node to another. So the means by which data is transmitted on the network is referred to as a logical topology. So that's what we have. And the last one, Antibanis, any question or confusion?
It's confusion.
Why? Are you a teacher?
I'm not a teacher. I just want to know. It just came in mind, so I just want to ask. So
Why?
I wanted to ask, Which of them is more important when it comes to network design?
All of them are equally important. All of them are equally important, but it depends on your area of application. If you come to star arrangement have its own advantages and disadvantages. Don't worry, I have a very beautiful and nice assignment for you that will solve those questions and confuse your mind.
Okay.
Are you still having doubts?
Okay, since you are saying we have assignment for
Oh
us, and
no,
I
but
know,
you bring the doubt first so I can clarify
yeah,
it before.
I'm not convinced, but
About what?
and you said it depends.
Which
It's not
one?
necessarily that you said
No,
because we have the star and then
no,
the
listen,
other
no.
ones.
You
It's
ask specific question. That
yes.
which one is important? Are you talking about the star topology and the logical topology? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm talking about both the physical and then the local. Like
Yes, you are asking which
how
one
is
is
it important?
important. Is that what you ask?
Yes.
I'm saying that all of them are important. That's my first answer.
Yes.
Yes, so I proceeded by explaining that depending on what you are doing, if you come to a physical topology, if you are setting up a lab or you are setting up a personal network, you have to choose one of the physical topology in order to implement your network.
So that means you can't choose more than two or what?
We have what we call hybrid or tree topology. Hybrid means you can combine two or more physical topology together on your network.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
in terms of importance there, it's relative to what you are doing or where you are applying the network or the type of network you want to set up. You cannot say that logical topology is important than physical topology. No, it depends. When you set up physical topology, at the end of the day, the data will be transmitted using logical. Class, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we are good.
Yes.
Yeah, so this one, you take time, take a cold bath after the class, read through the material, you'll be fine. Because most of you have received a lot of things for the past years. It's good you are here. And I know you filter it out by the grace of God. And you go out with a refined mind about the whole thing.
Those textbooks, those textbooks.
Come again.
Those textbooks.
Yes, it's not everything that you read on the internet is correct. I hope you know that.
Yes, sir.
And there are some textbooks, they have not gone through peer review and they are in the market. So you should know the type of you should know the type of books you read. That's why I'm giving you relevant materials that will guide your spirit and your mind of understanding in this course. So go to NetAcad and sign yourself to some course and then do right. All right, on this note, I will talk about the last classification of a network, functional relationship or resource location. This is the last category of network. Some of you will have been talking about peer-to-peer, server client, multi-tier. All those ones fall under functional relationship. How networks are interconnected, how they relate to each other, how they provide services. We call those ones functional relationship or resource location. Are we together here? So those are the type of classification. So now, when you go and read through the materials, you know the difference between the three main types of. Hello, can you see these things here? All these ones fall under one category by range. Then when you read through all these ones, they fall under one topology. Bar, star, ring, mesh, and so on. They fall under one topology. Then when you go to the last part, we talk about hey, who is that? Why are you marking my screen? All right. So on this note, I want to end here. This is the last part I will do today. Next time we'll meet. Any question before we go? Please, I hope you have learned something new from this. I'll continue from standards and so on. I don't want to rush you through the rest. Okay, so let's discuss this one later when we meet. But read through and then get the idea about it. There are some exercises for you. Please kindly take time and then go through and answer these questions for yourselves. Don't submit them for assessment. Then the next chapter we'll be looking at will be the fundamentals of data and signals. So before we come there, I'll revisit some of the things that we have not fully dealt with. But I think it's good for us to have this discussion and continue later on. Any question? Have you followed the lesson?
Yes, sir, we are following.
Okay, and I hope you are ready for the rest.
My question will be for the time for next time we meet.
What is it? Because next week, God willing, I will meet you.
Yeah, but anytime we meet, I'll ask this question.
Oh, is it concerning this lecture?
Yes, it's concerning this lecture. Yes,
what
exactly.
Is it? Let me hear before we go. Dennis, get ready. Yeah, Chief, what is your question? I don't want to go out without.
Sir, we are good. We are good. You go next time.
Okay, fine. Auntie Dennis, any question?
Yes.
Any doubt?
So, sir, the question is, in cloud computing, like cloud computing system, are resources more like centralized or they are disturbing?
They are centralized, central repository.
So why?
Why?
It's a question.
Why are they centralized?
Yes.
Because we are using network environments. In terms of network, systems are being centralized. So go and read our cloud computing, you understand. Otherwise, next time I'll explain to you. As the way goes, you use mobile technology to access cloud computing. Mobile technology, virtualization, internet access to be able to. Virtualization help you to implement cloud computing resources. Then mobile technology help you to access the cloud computing. And the cloud computing is simply centralizing resources in a central location in order to access it anytime, any day, anywhere, using the internet service. So I don't know why is the confusion in your mind. We just started networking, so please take your time, you understand, as we go.
Okay.
All right. Anyone should read Proverbs 4:12 for me, and I'll end the lecture with you on that. Proverbs 4:12. But let me announce again, those of you who were late, please, next week, I will set up self-tutorial. I'll put pre-recorded video on the page, and I'll also give you some self-tutorial materials to read and answer some questions, because unfortunately, I can't be with you next week. The Sunday, I don't know where I'll be, so I cannot assure a meeting. But if anything, I'll communicate with the course rep, and I'll get back to you the mode of our studies for next week. But there will be exercise for you. Even if I'm not meeting, there will be exercise for you to do. So you can even start working on the NetAcad issue. So I'll get back to you on the tentative mode of our learning for next week. But there's a probability that I may not be able to meet you, depending on the timing. So I'll communicate. All right. Anyone with Proverbs 4:12?
Proverbs 4:12. I'm reading from the NIV. It says, when you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Amen.
Amen. Now, we are in a new year and a new month. Today's date is what? Today's date.
Today is 1st March.
First March.
Okay, 1st March.
And
So
Manchester
new
United
year,
is playing.
new month, new semester. I want to encourage you today to know that the assurance God is giving to you, that when you run, your steps will not be hindered by anything. And when you run, your foot will not stumble. Your foot will not. What is the word there?
Will not stumble.
Yes. you will stumble. So this new year, every step that you make will be ordered by God, and you will overcome this every challenges in the semester, and you succeed.
Hallelujah.
It's my prayer and hope for you that pray into this year with this scripture, that it will manifest in your life, that as you begin a new semester, you will have a race to run. You will finish it without anything hindering. If there is any hindrances on your way, may the Lord roll them away from your way. And
Amen.
Amen.
You will receive
Hallelujah.
abundant
Amen.
grace
Amen.
in
Amen.
overtaking steps, that your speed will not be prevented. May the Lord go ahead of you. In Jesus' name. Those who believe,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so
Amen.
wish you well. Take care.
Amen.
Stay safe. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Hello, colleagues. Please, before we sign out, some small information I would like to share with you. The next class won't come also, God willing, next week. We will meet. All the necessary information will be shared on the platform. So kindly take note. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, David. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
I don't know if Chris Kavanagh gets that right or wrong, but I'm going to give him the benefit
Davido,
of the doubt. Praise the referee for once.
Eddie.
Been quiet, Brendan Johnson, hasn't he? He has been
Eddie.
quiet. Move for him.